we're doing tonight is we're going to have our first band inducted into the Rose City Sound Project Hall of Fame. And to qualify, you had to be a band that hung together, made a difference, had a strong following, and a band that people still talk about. And the very first inductee to the Rose City Sound Project Hall of Fame is the Dave Miller Band. Now, Dave Miller Band was formed around '79, and I guess they just lasted about 3 years or so. And from what I gather, they had a revolving door, so to speak. But the main start was one of them was the namesake, Dave. Now, Dave can't be here tonight because of some health issues, and 2 of the members have left us, but they're well represented by their wives, and so we're going to acknowledge. Because you know, when you play music for people, it's something. I mean, you got to be on this side of it to really know what I'm talking about. And then when you're halfway good, it really gets fun. So, and then to take it on to where you have people coming to see you wherever you play, it's special, very special. And so we're honoring the Dave Miller Band from Pana, Illinois tonight. And we'd like to thank the founder and president of the Rose City Sound Project, Keith Cadillac. He's the guy with the camera. Give him a big hand. A lot of work, man. He's just really behind us, really. We've had some good donators and not enough donators. We need more. We have a web page for the Rose City Sound Project. I mean, he knows all that. I hand all that stuff to him. I just stand up here and talk silly. But seriously, we're going to get a member of the Dave Miller Band up here to say a few words, and we're going to give some awards to the ladies that come. All right, Randy.
Good to see all you beautiful people out there. Thank you. Yes, sir, I do know how to handle a microphone. I was in the Dave Miller Band roughly from 1979 to 1980. I was one of the driving forces. I think I was the one and only piano player he ever hired. But I was fairly young. I was aggressive, pushy, however you want to look at it that way. I mean, I think Dave saw a lot more in me than I did, so because he'd been around music a little bit longer than I had. So I was really honored at the time. I'm honored again this evening, representing part of Dave's legacy in his life. He's got his wife Bonnie's here. She will tell you some more a little bit about him. I will say that it was great to know the guy because, I mean, even though he was a deputy sheriff, I was kind of like respecting him big time. So, but other than that, the music was starting to work. It was starting to get together, and then things happen, and that's pretty much how it goes. But for 2 years, we were really working hard to get that music out there. I know Dave was working hard, getting back from Nashville, working on the album, getting it done. And the whole big project just started to take off, and then, of course, other things happened. So I just want to say thank you very much for letting me be a part of this. Dave, live on. Bonnie, tell him I love Dave to death, and I can't wait to meet him again someday. Thank you very much.
All right, Randy, thank you very much. Congratulations, buddy. You're the Rose City Sound Project Hall of Fame, the inaugural band.
I will help you out.
Thank you, sir. We'll be a hold of you, wouldn't you? I like to have people with a smile.
Oh, yeah. Show us the certificate.
Take care, brother.
Gotcha. Hey, show us the certificate.
Thank you. I guess I should, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Terribly sorry. I'll show you all the good stuff there. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate all you did.
Yeah, that's nice. All right. Okay. Now we have Bonnie. She's the wife of Dave. She said she was there way back in the day when it was. Sometimes it got difficult. She told me. Bonnie, here's a certificate. This is certified Dave Miller of the Dave Miller Band, is a member of the Rose City Sound Project Hall of Fame. Tell us what it was like, please.
Well, Dave started his music clear back in '64, and he had bands and everything. And then we were married in about '79, and he started playing, and he's just a fabulous musician. And I have 25 guitars at home, but 10 years ago he had strokes and he can't talk anymore, so he couldn't be here tonight to accept the awards and everything. But, yeah, I've got an album full of pictures of all these guys, and I enjoyed everything. And he played at Nashville North and down in Nashville, and so he's just been a fabulous musician. Thank God he had a recording studio in my garage, and I have his recordings, and I listen to him every day because he can't talk to me. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, you guys. I guess you want that? Oops, we're away. You want to put it back in there?
Thank you, Bonnie.
Thank you for it, will you?
Leanne and I are going to come up together.
Come on. Leanne and Lori.
Yes.
All right. We have Leanne and Lori. And their husbands are they're playing in the gig up on the other side. They're here to accept their awards. And,
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
This is certified that Greg Carlock of the Dave Miller Band is a member of the Rose City Sound Project Hall of Fame. All right.
I know Greg would be very excited to have this. I unfortunately was not with him at that time. We got together in the 90s, so I was not familiar with the band, but I have heard their music and it's wonderful. And I know he would be very, very proud for this. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, Steve?
All right. Come on, shorter than me. All right.
Steve was the drummer for the band, and I'm kind of like Leanne. I came into the picture way after the band disbanded, but I heard a lot of stories, and one of the big stories that Steve, I think I probably heard it probably at least 10 times, was they were at one of their gigs, and it was an old country bar, all kinds of cowboys there. And back in the day, you know, in the 70s, you had the long ponytail and everything. Well, Steve was sitting at the bar. They were taking a break, and he had his back to everybody sitting at the bar. Some guy came up, put his arm around Steve, thinking that he was a girl, was going to ask him for a date. Steve turned around with his mustache. These guys really took offense to this. There were 2 other guys with him, pulled Steve down, and were going to cut his ponytail off. Well, Dave, being Dave, and knowing that he was a police officer, he just gently come up to the guy and said, "Everything okay here, boys? I'm sure there's not a problem. That's my drummer." "Oh yeah, Dave. Everything's cool." Steve never forgot that. That was one of the things that they took care of his band members. So, and he would be elated to get this award. Thank you.
Now, that's what we're talking about, the road story. What's crazy and fascinating to me is actually a deputy sheriff with a rocker too. That is rare, man. All right, guys. We hope to do this every year. We hope there'll be more participants. And next year we plan to induct another legendary band from the Pana area. Meanwhile, let's get RCSB band back up here. Matter of fact, but by the way, these guys are from Alaska, Nebraska, and Puerto Rico.
I'm from Omaha.
Not
I'm the one
exactly.
from Omaha.
What a Rico. He's gonna be.
Don't touch the roses, she placed them there. Don't move her picture, don't move her chair. She's found another, what have I found? 12 rooms of loneliness in this lonesome town. Don't call the florist, don't bring the wine. Don't call the butler, for there's no one to dine. She's found another, what have I found? 12 rooms of loneliness in this lonesome